once lost my memories and became a puppet to the whims of fate.
All right, well, hey everyone, Jake, you're joining me again. Good to have you along as always.
I am.
It's now time for another legendary hero. This time, I'm actually quite excited at least to see Deirdre actually get some attention here.
It was a sensible choice. It's
Yep.
right after Choose Your Legends, so realistically, they're not going to put any big spender. People like FE4, but
Yep. Honestly,
there's a blue infantry tome, just Deirdre being Deirdre for the most
yeah,
part.
for the most part. But now we have Spirit Forest Rit, which is, accelerate special trigger. Always have to have that. Effective against dragon foes. If unit is within 3 spaces of an ally, inflicts attack and res -6 on foe during combat. Unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack. Also disables any of the foe's skills that calculate damage, between the lower of the stats between defense and res. Also, if unit's res is greater than foe's res at the start of combat, inflicts penalty on foe's attack and res during combat equal to 80% of difference between res stat at the start of combat. Maximum penalty is apparently -12. God. We have the basic kit here, basically, when it comes to these weapons. The accelerated special trigger, the already, guaranteed follow-up attack, Well, this is meant to kill dragons, and you can definitely tell that it will do that, at least with the whole, disabling adaptive damage and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, realistically, she wants to do one thing, and she has the tools to do it. I would say that given that it's Deirdre, she's going to end up dumping speed, but given that this is Gen whatever, you literally cannot dump enough of speed to be Arden, for example. So I'd imagine her stat spread is going to have enough speed to not get doubled by everything. Probably not enough speed to double naturally, but like middling speed that would allow you to speed stack if you need to get past no follow-up. Otherwise, you're not going to get doubled and you're going to auto-double from your weapon. It's a little silly that Spirit Forest Rit is essentially, okay, well, we gave her Book of Naga, so we have to keep her niche as a dragon effective unit. Which...
I find it funny that that's basically all she's ever really been when it comes to heroes, and they're just doing it again, so...
I mean... That's their current unit creation philosophy, which I suppose I find it a little uninteresting. I mean, realistically, you're making up a weapon for Deirdre based on her position as weird forest lady. You could do whatever the hell you wanted with that, but instead you just made Blue Book of Naga again, but Julia exists, so...
Well,
still...
here's Deirdre doing the exact same thing. We also have Circlet of Balance, apparently, for her special. This is new and specific to her, from what I can tell.
It is, it's her perf.
Yeah. Boosts special damage by 40% of units' res. If unit's HP is greater than 1, foe would reduce HP to 0, and both following conditions apply. Unit survives with 1 HP, unit or foe special is ready, or units or foe special is triggered during combat. Unit initiates combat, or foe's range equals 2. Goodness gracious me.
It's not that complicated. Remember that she only wants to do one thing, and that's fight dragons. So
pretty much the boost special damage by 40% of her res.
Which is going to be a shitload of damage, mind you. I mean, it's half of a Glacis, but it's half of a Glacis on a 1 special cooldown, given that her weapon has slaying. And it seems that the current flavor of the month for Fae is miracle effects. And
yep. I was going to say, this just seems to be another one of those hybrid miracle abilities, So.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense given FE4's penchant for it, but by and large, she can essentially initiate on any dragon, and as long as... her special doesn't have to be ready for this. She could have already gotten it off, or she could be yet to get it off, but as long as she's initiating combat, and she's got her special ready, she can't really die here. And we haven't gotten to it yet, but she has tempo, so this can't be stopped. Meaning that if she initiates combat on you, you can't kill her. The only way you're going to kill her is if you double on retaliation and your first hit would one-shot her. So it's kind of similar to a Legendary Phase situation, but a little more potent.
Yeah. And she definitely seems to be revolving around the whole attack and res aspect anyway, so...
I mean, she's going to be made of paper from defense. I can already tell you
yeah.
that. But Circlet of Balance will let her initiate on just about anyone, assuming that they don't literally one-shot her on retaliation.
Yeah. I wonder how, Brave Tiki's going to handle her, honestly.
Well, the way Brave Tiki would work is she...
It's a little hard to say.
Well, I suppose tempo would make it work. I mean, you pulse at the beginning, so you'd be back up to 2. I think to get it off on Tiki, you'd have to need some sort of special acceleration, or she'd need to double.
Oh boy. Well, speaking of that, let's skip over A for right now and actually go to Attack Res Tempo 3, which inflicts attack and res -3 on foe and neutralizes effects that grant special charge plus to foe or inflict special cooldown charge minus on unit during combat. So, from my understanding, that gets rid of the abilities that would, charge specials faster, as well as the guard-like effect, I'm assuming. At least
essentially, null breath, null guard, so to speak.
Yeah, it's going to be able to negate at least those options for you, so you're not going to be able to stop her.
No, you literally can't. Funnily enough, Tiki could potentially, putting aside the fact that she is going to fold like an omelet anytime Deirdre looks at her, because Green Dragon, I mean, I guess she has weapon triangle advantage, but this Deirdre's going to have 20 billion magic, so who cares?
I mean, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. I don't know. I'm trying to think of any other Deirdre, actual alts. I don't think there really have been any for the most part.
There's
outside
Deirdre as a backpack to Sigurd, but other than that, no, this is her first actual.
So I wonder if they're actually gonna. Yeah, I wonder if they're actually gonna give her speed. Is the question, honestly.
Well, they're not gonna give her speed. They're not gonna make her quick, but she's gonna have enough speed to where it's not considered a dump stat. I'd wager somewhere mid to low 30s.
I mean, that would be pretty good for her, I would say, yeah.
She's still going to be, magical infantry, so she's not going to be crazy BST, but, we're at the point where there are soft stat ceilings on most stats that IS doesn't seem want to break, so they're going to have to give, either she's going to have a weird amount of HP or defense, which would be super out of character for the unit, or she's just going to have enough speed, and she's going to have enough speed to make sure she's not doubled for the most part. Because you counter this unit by hitting her on her shitty defense really hard and doubling her. That's how you take care of her.
Oh my goodness. I mean, she seems like a decent unit, but then again, since this is just after Choose Your Legends, I didn't expect, at least, I don't think anyone really expected anything too crazy for units, at least. But
no, but Attack Res Tempo is genuinely a great skill for a lot of nuker mages. If you're not really wanting to pick up Deirdre to build, Attack Res Tempo would be great on something like... Actually, Ishtar would want Wind Sweep, but I guess realistically, any special acceleration mage, I mean, Ishtar comes to mind, or Ascended Ishtar comes to mind, but this is working a lot of units. Let's play a quick game, Sages, since realistically we have nothing else to talk about save for the other units on the banner.
Sure.
She is attack and res. Let's play the game of how much attack and res can she swing.
All right. Also, I think they're actually going to... let's take a look at her actual attack.
Oh, yeah, right. They have animations and art.
Yeah, we should probably be...
Whatever. They're here for the podcast.
Yep, definitely. Oh, okay. That was quite a bit, considering, but she was... Oh.
Is Deirdre's artist here the same that did OG Julia?
Let me go pull open her. I believe their name is at the... the art at the start here. So, there you go.
Let's see. Haimura. Am I just full of it?
You never know. Let's see. Let's play the other game. Can Jake name the artist or figure out?
Oh no, I'm wicking that. I don't know. Okay, no, it's not. Is it? Nope. Okay, maybe it's OG Deirdre. It looks similar. It might just be her original artist, which would make sense.
Yeah, it does. I mean, she has a coat now. She has a very nice coat on her.
Yeah. So where is this supposed to be in FE4 realistically? Is this after she's been in the castle, or?
I'm not too sure, honestly, with all of this going on. She doesn't look entirely different from what her usual form is.
Okay,
so.
yeah, no, it's actually just Deirdre's OG artist again, so.
Oh, well, that makes a lot more sense.
I'm like, this looks really familiar. I couldn't remember if it was Julia or Deirdre because FE4 parent-child designs are kind of indistinct at times. Ah, yes, pair up, that thing that they just give it to everyone. It's a waste of a mechanic, which is a shame because like you could do interesting things with it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that time she, at least, in that attack animation, she hit for 84 out of 64, so.
Yeah, keep in mind that, wait, 84 out of 64, that's 40%.
Yep.
So it's 20, so that's 50 res?
That's quite high, considering.
I mean, we'd have to consider all the extra res she's getting from effects, but, like, potentially, yeah that's calculated with 50 res. I know we have a lot of units here. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. You're tapped out from Choose Your Legends. Don't lie to yourself. Viewer, you don't. This is a bait banner. You got nothing.
Yeah, unless
you can pull for lesser Seliph if you'd like.
Oh yeah, Legendary Seliph is in there, isn't he? Oh man, the fun of it all.
Realistically, looking at this, the only thing that I personally would potentially pull for is Gustav for Attack Smoke 4, given that that's a fairly... I think he's the only unit that has it, and it's pretty worthwhile.
I still haven't got all of the, the fairy dancers, so I would probably just go for her, at least the one that's available right there.
Yeah, but at this point, I don't think this banner's worth your orb. She'll be back, and she's nothing crazy. If you want attack res tempo for your precious baby girl, go for it. Fodder her away.
I would say that would probably be the really big option here. Everyone else is interesting, but, Choose Your Legends just really, I think, wrecked a lot of people, honestly, when it comes to this.
I mean, the offerings just aren't particularly interesting. Play the animation of her attack again, though. I'd like to check something.
Alright, here we go.
I want to see what her weapon... okay, so I think those are butterflies, not like falling leaves. So Deirdre, weirdly enough, Deirdre and Lucina both share the penchant for having a butterfly motif. You don't really see it anywhere in FE4 proper, but starting with Cypher, a lot of Deirdre's cards were illustrated with like butterflies, both as like a visual motif and just, backings in their cards. It makes sense. She's a weird forest hippie, but...
Yeah, I was about to say that exactly, actually. She seems to be, living... I mean, even in a lot of the actual artwork where she's actually attacking, you can kind of see that the butterfly motif is, in there.
Yeah.
Or at least the flower aspect of it.
Flower-esque, so. I mean, weird hippie lady, but...
She definitely looks fun, but I just don't know what to think with this banner, considering, Choose Your Legends has come out, so... Yeah,
given the little... So, to protect those who I hold dear and the whole voice line at the beginning, if I had to take a stab in the dark, I would say this is Deirdre after Julia is born, before Julius... can we spoil FE4? FE4's been out for, like, 3 billion years. Well,
spoiler alert, guys, just so we're clear.
Yeah, not like the obvious spoiler that everyone knows, but Deirdre and FE4, if memory serves, kind of gets Julia... I could be wrong here, it's been a while. It gets Julia out of Dodge after she kind of comes to her senses and realizes that, oh, Julius is like...
bad.
Big evil. I gotta protect those I hold dear, so, like, let's yeet you out of the castle. I believe you only see that scene. It's one of those things where if you wait on the title screen... I believe you get the scene of Deirdre warping away Julia before she gets Julius. So I'd have to guess that's where it's from. It's weird that she uses the Forest Rit, but I guess it would make sense at this point, given that she wouldn't actually have the Book of Naga. Julia would have it at this point. So maybe the weird preferred weapons is weirdly lore accurate. Who knows? That's my crackpot theory.
Honestly, I have not played Genealogy enough to actually really give you a good idea, so...
I mean, I've not either in my encyclopedic... I don't have an encyclopedic knowledge of FE4, but that would be my best guess.
Honestly, she seems like a solid unit, but also fairly good for any real nuking tome unit, so...
I mean, look, you got a blue nuking mage. You do. You got, Flavor of Ishtar...
Yeah.
Julia... Legendary female Byleth.
you can easily make something work with that, honestly, I think.
Look,
So-
if you're an FE4 fan, you don't care what I think. I don't like FE4. You regard my opinion as trash, but if you don't love this unit as a character, she's probably not going to do anything special for you. Horde. It's almost December, I say at the end of August. Christmas power creep approaches.
Oh god, don't remind me. Jeez. I still remember when those Christmas armors were added, and then all of a sudden, all the armored units were just incredibly overpowered.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Bold Fighter was a mistake. It may not be like at all relevant anymore, but boy, that was not a fun time.
No, that was not.
But we're
now
rambling.
But now we're rambling about it anyways. But yeah, decent enough unit. Should be interesting for fodder if you want to use her. I want to know what you guys are thinking when it comes to the comments below. Is there anyone in this actual banner that you would want? Or did you already use all of your orbs and choose your legends and things like that, guys?
Ooh.
Feel free to...
Oh, no, just go for it.
Yeah, I mean, all right. I think we should probably just, call it for now, because it's just Deirdre. I mean...
There's only so much we can say about FE4. It's not my favorite cup of tea, but the music's good.
Yep, and well, that's basically all we gotta say. I like her hair. There we go. We did it.
Yep. All right, well.
All right. Catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye now.